Hello, good day. My name is John Candano and I'm from BSBA 2B. For today's video, I'll be teaching you about learning and feedback. Learning: the acquisition of knowledge or skills through experience, study, or by being taught. These children experience difficulties in the process of getting an understanding of something by studying it or by experience. Now we got the types of feedback. Feedback can take many forms: oral, written, informal, formal, descriptive, evaluative, peer, and self-assessed feedback. It is the quality of feedback that counts. Oral and written feedback. Oral feedback is usually given during a lesson, while written feedback tends to be given after a task. Oral feedback is sometimes underestimated because it is less formal, but it can be very powerful and effective tool as it can be provided easily in a teachable moment and in a timely way. Effective written feedback provides students with a record of what they are doing well, what needs improvement, and suggest next steps. Effective writing feedback also needs to be timely, written in a manner that is understandable to the student and actionable so that the student can make revisions. Evaluating and descriptive feedbacks. Feedback can also be either evaluative, involving a value judgment, or descriptive, provided guidance for improvement. Evaluating feedback in a form of grades or brief general comments. For example, well done, provides some information about learning but doesn't not convey the information and guidance that the student can use to improve. Descriptive feedback provides students with detailed, specific information about improving their learning. So, this means descriptive feedback is linked to the learning that is expected, addressed faculty and interpretation and lack of understanding, and provides students with visible and manageable next step. These next step are based on an assignment of the work at hand and an image of what good work looks like so that they can begin to take the responsibility of self-assessing and self-correcting. Informal and formal feedback. Teachers can meet a few students per day or per week, depending on specific projects, deadlines, and individual student needs. It is important to plan this conference in a structured way with a focus on individualist goals so both teacher and student make good use of their time. When preparing and holding student-teacher conference, remember the following. Look at the student's work. Use a checklist or feedback forms that student can use as a reference for making a revision. Focus on 2 or 3 items that needs work and show how to improve them. Make time for the student to ask questions and give inputs. When teachers used formal conferencing along with informal feedback, students are better protected from failure and are set up for success. Peer and self-feedback. Peer feedback occurs when students offer each other advice and suggestion in relation to each other's work. Self-feedback must be taught explicitly to ensure students have the skills to apply this to their own work. One way to facilitate peer feedback is through the use of structured peer conferences. This provides students with the opportunity to give and receive feedback about ongoing work, and a positive aspect is that students get to see other students' work, which can also deepen understanding of the learning goals. Self-feedback is the ultimate goal of feedback for learning. Teachers can help students to become more independent through explicit modeling and instruction and teaching the skills of a self-assessment and goal setting. To help students reach autonomy, teachers can explicitly identify, share, and clarify learning goals and success criteria model and application of criteria. Using samples provide guided opportunities for self-feedback. Teach students how to use feedback to determine the next step and set goals. Allow time for self-feedback reflection.